It's my great pleasure to introduce you to Isabella Wang, who has a new book of poetry out with Nightwood Editions called Pebble Swing. And the work that's featured in this issue is actually from a new manuscript already in process. So Isabella's been hard at work this year. Isabella is the author of 2 poetry collections on Forgetting a Language, Baseline Press 219, and Pebble Swing Nightwood Editions, forthcoming in 2021. Her poetry and prose have appeared in over 30 literary journals, including Prairie Fire, Prism, and the New Quarterly. She is the editor for issue 442 of Room Magazine. Please join me in welcoming Isabella with your reactions.
First of all, as someone who hasn't always had a stable place to live, I am very grateful to be coming to you from the unceded and unsurrendered territories of the Tsleil-Waututh peoples, or Port Moody. This place has been really good to me. And as a first generational immigrant who has been largely alienated from my mother tongue, this project has really been my way of finding my way back home into the language again. And so I'm going to share my screen with you and share the poem with you as I read along so that it's a bit more accessible, what I'm doing with the characters. Zoom has been really good to this project because it's just like so weird to read. And the first poem is called Pintu. Jigsaw puzzle. Pin, to command, piece together with a hand and image, charter of the walled city and its territories, memory of parts. Tu. Inside Ko, the walled city, there is winter, dome, simplified from the traditional Tu, a walled city, and B, territory. Variations of B exists between the Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and Vietnamese uses of the word due to national differences. Histories of perceiving the art of carving a border around the body cartography of its sums. The earliest puzzles originated from maps. Winter falls around the fringes of a country forgetting its maps. Body and political thought repuzzled to become bordered on someone else's land. Does a country retain its form? Remember a thing like that? Does it wander familiar streets under new names, asking, who am I? Who am I? Winter appears the harshest season on paper. For within dawn, ice signals the end. Children went ice skating on rivers, their souls left with the fish. But an oral legend foretells of an incoming war with the shifting of January to rain. The Tumen River conceals a memory on public markings. Korean signs in Chinese nightclubs, visible to the spaces inside Ko, puzzling over the belongings of a former self. On the news, Bruno Catalano's The Invisible Man, bronze immigrant statue with pieces of his body missing, felt like a confrontation. Is the man stationed before the sea, briefcase in hand, a puzzle of what's left or what's been left behind? Ocean Vuong's parents crossed by boat. In a poem, his father burned their only violin to keep his mother's feet warm. That violin was a piece of his father's puzzle, that violin and his family. I had only 8 years of memories in China. My mother had 38. Maybe the blue sky completes our surroundings, completes the bronze immigrant statue in us both. The blue sky, our shared experience, also our silences. She speaks to me in Mandarin. I answer in English. Our words, like gentle earthquakes, rocking us a souvenir puzzle of our old selves in a dream. 梦想 which is the Chinese word for dream. 梦. My people knew how to dream, the kind of dream where a village of people formed little trees with their bodies. My father a tree, his mother a tree, also a teacher. The sinling they planted formed a little jujube forest by the entrance of his school, elementary school yard. Sound of a river cruising. Under Yue, the moon, students learn to write using ink from rays of moonlight. Over the clear water's reflection, night brought good dreams. 想 Mu, tree. Mu, eye, they're pronounced the same. Xin, heart. To want, to look longingly at a tree and witness the desires of the heart, though she is no longer here. In a dream, the heart's desires manifest enough eyes to see past the forest, their tired lids archiving dust precipitating from the cargo of an incoming train. The red guards, the arrest, date of interrogation nailed over the family's clay hut walls. Long scrolls of calligraphy in her handwriting formed a little river and were burnt. Suddenly, there was only one tree, the tree of a boy age 4 missing his mother's complexion. On the jujube trees planted by his mother, my father wanted to be hugged and carried by her, to hear her name called one last time. The road to the city bypasses the forests of many villages and many dreams, but always the same road to see his father, take a college entrance exam. My father walked following the trains. Also, his daughter would not have to make the same trek by foot someday. Thank you.